Morning everyone, on this damp, misty, chilly morning. It's not freezing, but it's about 8 degrees, so it's got a bit of a nip in the air. Not too much wind, so that's a good thing at the minute. I'm out for my normal walk with my Dudley dude. There he is. Hey Dad, come on then. So I haven't got a coat on him today because it's not too bad, to be fair. I think I'm going to take my hat off though. The head's hot. So, very misty morning. There's the other islands, which you can just about see through the haze there. Yeah, so it's not that clear a morning. I've said it once before in the previous video, but just in case any of you aren't here that weren't here before, Happy New Year. So what I'd like to know is, how long do you keep saying Happy New Year for? A week? 2 weeks? A month? I don't know. Let me know what you think. One of our listeners, Anthony, is quite, let's say, keen and interested in the digital ID that the UK government seem to be wanting to put into place. So for you, Anthony, this morning it was announced, I know only a few months back, Starmer announced that it was going to be mandatory for everybody that wanted to work had to have a digital ID. Well, apparently now he's backtracked on that. They will have to have they'll have to have some sort of proof of identity to be able to get a right to work and to be able to work in the UK, but it will no longer be mandatory to have a digital ID system. So there you go. So they backtracked somewhat already, and Guernsey, although they'll probably end up following the UK, would be a long way behind them, I guess. Haven't announced anything on it yet as far as I know, so let's wait and see. But that's a win for you there, Anthony. Well done, mate. So the other thing we're just coming out of is the storm Goretti, and I'll include a few pictures that I've snapped just on my way around the island and stuff, and pictures that I've seen. I think generally for most people we got off lightly, I think, with that one. 100 odd mile an hour winds, extremely rough. But I think the biggest downside for people from that storm has been the road closures, over 100 road closures due to fallen trees. So I think the trees took the brunt of it, but there's a few properties that have been damaged and stuff, but for the majority of us, thankfully, it wasn't too bad. My neighbour had the front of her car ripped off in the wind, so that shows how bad it was. But hopefully no severe injuries or anything like that. A bit of property damage, but the majority was the fallen trees blocking the road. So they've been working hard over the last week or so just to get that clear. So a disappointing outcome was Loganair not getting a licence to run the Jersey-Guernsey route in competition with Orkney, which basically means Orkney have now got the monopoly on that route. So I would have thought competition would have been nice, try and drive the prices down a little bit. But it seems the States thinks otherwise. Funny that, isn't it? Who owns Orkney? So it looks like we're in for a busy season of cruises as well, cruise liners. It's early doors already, and 51 have been announced to be visiting the island this coming summer. So that's good, for as long as they get on the island and spend a bit of money. I suppose that's good for the tourist industry and good for the island. So 51, that means something like 50,000 passengers throughout the summer will be visiting. So yeah, that's good. So the group that's been looking into the possibility of introducing GST or GST Plus came back with some recommendations yesterday, and that was, in their mind, that GST Plus had to be 5% if it was going to include food, and 6% if it wasn't going to include food. Alternatives are still being investigated, and apparently the final decision has to be announced before the end of June. So let's wait on that one, but it seems like they are going to be pushing for GST in some kind or other, but let's wait and see. It's not official yet, but they're proposing that 5 or 6%. So I just wanted to say a big thanks to Sam and Joe of Walkies, a local dog walking business, who promoted my channel, my videos, because they enjoy watching them. And also they were one of the people that notified GSPCA regarding a seal pup that was in trouble. So that got rescued by them, sorry, by the GSPCA. So that's fantastic. So thanks for promoting the channel, really appreciated, Sam and Joe. So we had a couple of comments on the last video. One of them was from Martin Millman, who basically said Happy New Year, and he would have stopped when he drove past me for a brew, but he's got a stinker of a cold and he didn't want to pass it on to me, which was nice because he knows I've got a dicky immune system. I'm not too clever on that score. And also from Alan Benham 4139, he says Happy New Year, definitely no by-election, and he's just telling the states of Guernsey to get on with it. The Where Am I clips in the last video, no one got. So there's two on there, an A and a B, and they're both very close proximity. And I'm sure you'd know B, the second one. That's a little bit easier. A is more difficult, but like I say, it's quite close by to B. So let's see if someone can get them again. I'll post them again today to see if anyone can manage to get them this time round. And I'm going to continue with my walk now with Dudley, and also stay on till the end of the video and I'll post some pictures of the storm damage. As always, from a chilly little misty morning. Really appreciate you subscribing, liking and watching the videos, really appreciate it. So till next time, thanks very much. Yes, they're quite funny. I get lots of people waving to me as they go past, but that's one of my good friends. So nice to see you, Trev.